This is a place.
This is the place?
This is a place. We want to talk about. This is a place. Welcome to this week's episode of This is a Place podcast. My name is Nate, and with me is a guy who says, according to his advent calendar, we've got 2 days left till Christmas. Brandon.
Actually, according to my daughter's advent calendar, Christmas was a week ago.
It's already happened.
We explained the rules to her. I usually would put it out of reach, but the temptation was too great, and Christmas came early for her calendar. She's just like me, because I don't think I ever made it through an advent calendar as a kid.
Yes, it was really hard.
Does anybody, let's be real, does
I don't
anybody
know. My
actually...
kids are doing really good with theirs this year. I think we actually bought them like on clearance at Target last year after Christmas, but they're like it's the ones I had growing up were like little chocolates, right? Molded chocolates. Is that the one you got your daughter?
Yeah.
But there's ones
They're
they
not high
have
quality chocolate.
No.
You could have probably got them on clearance in 2018 and it's still the same
right
quality.
Yeah. But the ones the kids got last year, they were a little bit higher quality because they were on clearance, probably the same price though as the cheap ones. But they have like Snickers and Skittles and Twix and stuff like that in them. Yeah,
that's way
but
better.
So they've been pretty good with it because I think they kind of enjoy it now. But I'm sure if they were younger and when they were younger, they kind of blasted through them.
Have you ever done a different type of advent calendar? I've seen some that are socks. I remember a couple years ago, everybody was getting a Harry Potter sock advent calendar from Target. You ever done anything else like that? Like a boozy calendar? I know you're into
No,
booze.
I've seen those. I think I even saw one the other day on Amazon where it's like Super Mario one that you get like little figurines and stuff to
That's
make a
fun.
village. But it was something like 30-40 bucks for it. I'm like,
Yeah,
but
last
growing
year
up,
we actually did do a village. We got one from this kid's toy company where it's usually you build stuff, and it was you would build a new piece of the village every day.
but growing up, we had my mom had it was either like a soda carton type. It was wooden though, back when they used to do wooden milk cartons and or crates, I should say. So it was either an old milk crate or soda crate that she had painted red, and then she put Hershey Kisses in each box. And then we had like a little bag of like little figurines, like Christmas figurines. So you would every day you would take one out and put the figurine in and take the chocolate. But I don't remember how we rotated who got to do it because there's 5 siblings. So I think we probably every took a turn each day. So that was our advent calendar growing up to know how many days there were left till Christmas. But I only had 24 spots. So till Christmas Eve, I guess you could say. You don't get one on Christmas Day.
Well, keeping things on theme, are we at the beginning of the Christmas vacation advent calendar yet? I know we mentioned it, but what date does that
What day? I
start?
think it starts on the 15th or 16th, right?
So when I'm trying to look at it real quick, actually. Does it start at the very beginning or is it after they go to the Christmas?
It's after they go for the Christmas tree, right?
Hold, please.
Please hold. We'll be with you momentarily.
Looks like we see the 14th, maybe the first day they open up the advent calendar. So we're recording this a couple days after that. I
Pretty
guess
close.
you better have your Christmas tree up by now if you're going to follow the events of the movie. At least your first Christmas tree.
I think I put up the tree pretty early in December, but we just never decorated it till like last Monday. It's a little different when your kids start getting older. We still should be a little bit more what do you call it? Christmas spirity. But we did have our Christmas lights up like before Thanksgiving and Bronco was pretty upset about that. But
He's a traditionalist.
yeah, he does. He likes the good thing about him is that he's very structured. So when you like deviate from the plan, he gets like it's been snowing a lot lately, right? And it's not
Yeah.
like big snowstorms, but the only thing it's always snowing during like morning rush hour, right? With
Right.
school and work. But I guess his bus driver showed up late the other day because of the snowstorm, and he every time that happens, he lets the bus driver have it when he gets on the bus. If you can hear him talking like, "Where have you been?" Because you broke the structure of the morning routine.
Yeah. Can't break the structure.
Funny kid.
Before we get too much into it, this is kind of our, guess is our Christmas episode, right before Christmas. So Merry Christmas, everybody. I got Nate a Christmas present that he is going to open live on the air.
Recorded live, previously recorded live.
Previously recorded live. What does that even mean?
That sucks that we're doing it now because I've
It just had to be related to it had to be done on the podcast with
had
your
to be.
present.
It had to be. Maybe we'll have you open yours for the New Year's. Well, we can't. It won't be in time. Never mind. It won't be here before New Year's. All right. So I
Nate is
can't
now
peek in the bag
opening
till
his present, and we're gonna get the live reaction.
Oh no way! I've seen this before. That thing there's an RV. Oh, dude, sweet man.
What do
Thanks.
you have, Nate?
It's the Clark Griswold Moose mug.
Yep.
I was literally thinking the other day at my work Christmas party is that I need this mug, and then I need to get like a Dickie. You know what a Dickie is, right?
Mm-mm.
It's a mock turtleneck that he's
Oh,
wearing.
what
I'm
Eddie's
like,
wearing,
you're
yeah.
pretty young, so you might not know that phrase, but I'm like, that'd be hilarious to show it to like my. It's too late now. Maybe next year, my
I
work
was getting
Christmas
excited because
party.
you said you even had some eggnog, and I was like, perfect. You can
Oh
just go
shoot!
get get the eggnog, crack it out, and
I
trade.
know I have some, but I bought it like a week ago, and I'm worried that it might be bad now. But this is
I
one of my
checked with your
favorite.
wife before. I sent your wife a Facebook message because I'm thinking there's a good chance he already has this. So I'm gonna make sure. And she confirmed he did
No,
not
I've
yet have
seen
it.
it at the
So
stores before, and I never bought them. But I was tempted to the other day because, like I said, to but I need to get a Dickie and all that stuff first. So maybe next year Christmas party, I'm going to be Uncle Eddie.
if you don't get it, I know what I need to get you for next
But
Christmas.
now I need to is like one of my favorite scenes in the movie is like when he's drinking the eggnog out of the moose thing, and he walks over to that wooden art display piece, whatever, and he just flicks one of the pieces and it breaks, and he just kind of goes, huh. Like you
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like no big deal.
Right. Unfortunately, I was watching it. You only see the moose cup once. When he gets really mad and dips his cup in the eggnog near the end of the movie, he just has a normal cup. It's good. It's good. It's good. When he gets
Really?
his, yeah,
Oh,
he just used like a normal cup. I was like, oh, that's dumb. He should have used the moose one. So it really only makes that one appearance. But I saw this first at a white elephant a couple of years ago, and I was
oh,
trying to
really?
get it, but didn't end up with it.
Well, they had them a year or so ago at Big Lots. You know me, Mr. Dill Hunter, right? So I'm like, I'll just wait till after Christmas and buy them on the after Christmas clearance. They never really went on clearance. They lowered it like a
Mm.
dollar, and they were literally on the shelf for the whole year until next Christmas came around.
And then they just raised the price again.
And then at the time I'm like, well, you keep the clearance stickers on, or do you? Because they clear, like I said, they clearanced them out like maybe $1 or $2, but
Huh.
they never really cleared them out. But I just kept waiting. I'm like, well, I'll just buy these and I'll have them for next year.
Well,
It's the
enjoy
gift
some
that keeps on
eggnog.
giving.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You don't
Well,
only
the
have to have eggnog. You can have it all year
oh
round.
no, but the good news is that eggnog is almost year round now, right? I feel like every holiday they have eggnog, so it's
Yeah, have you
on
had
the
the
shelf
peat
all the
flavored
time.
one at Easter time?
I remember growing up, it was only like Christmas that we had it. So I always get excited for Christmas for eggnog, but now it's all the time. Like Easter, like you said, Halloween, 4th of July. Who knows when they have it?
The red, white, and blue eggnog.
Right.
We do have a topic today, a Christmassy topic for you. Guess our last one of the year, as we are talking about the Ogden Christmas Village. Is this something you've been to before, Nate?
I've been to Ogden before, and I've been to a Christmas village before,
Just not
but not
together.
the same place.
Okay,
Not
that's
that I
okay.
can recall. No, because I think the only time I've really been up there during the winter time and like walked around was during the Olympics. So that was in February. So no, not that I can recall.
There's a YouTube page called the Weber County History in a Minute, and I'm gonna cheat a little bit and play the video so you can hear what they have to say about the Christmas Village.
Once upon a time, in 1962, Jerry Green was determined to make Santa Claus more accessible to all children. So he created the Christmas Village, and since then, thousands have visited every Christmas, and many families are passing the tradition on to third and fourth generations. Displays at the Christmas Village have changed over the years. In 1963, the village displayed a giant missile tree featuring a Minuteman garlanded with more than 8,000 lights. In 1968, over 600 man hours went into building a Christmas tiki hut. In 1974, Gene Williams built a scale replica of a working elf-sized Ferris wheel. Now visitors can see tons of Christmas cottages decorated in various themes by local businesses and organizations. Jerry Green really started something for us 58 years ago. Before he died in 2009, he said, "I had no idea it would last this long or be this important."
So she said it started in 1962, so I guess this is actually the 60th anniversary. Maybe there was a year or two missed in between. I think they still did it during 2020, but we're going to go ahead and say it's the 60-year anniversary of the Ogden Christmas Village. And you've yet to venture up to the Great White North and check it out, huh?
I just I don't really have a reason to go to Ogden very often. I remember oh, it's been, I would say, at least 10 years when I was doing a lot of fix and flip stuff. And this guy had a bill he wanted me to look at, but it was in Ogden that we did. And I messaged him. I said, "Hey, when's a good time for us to go to Ogden to look at this property?" He writes back, "There's never a good time to go to Ogden." So I always remember that when I think of Ogden. But I love Ogden. To be honest with you, that's one place that I have considered like I would like to buy my forever home in, somewhere like on the east bench of Ogden, near the canyon would be my preference.
It's not a bad place. We did a whole series out there. We like Ogden. Gets a bad rap, but I did see this thing on social media that was pretty funny.
Ogden's this blank.
Stop making fun of Utah. People love living here. SLC has so much culture and diversity. It's a great mix. Provo is full of beautiful, happy Utah families and home of BYU. Park City has the best skiing in the world, tons of shopping. Ogden. St. George has sunshine and warm weather year round and so much fun.
It is like its own, it's I almost feel like I'm out of state when I'm in Ogden. It's got its
Agreed.
own feel. It's
Does.
completely own feel. Like part of the reason I like it. But for years, like going like when I got into real estate, like the market was kind of going crazy here back in the 2000s. Like Ogden didn't. Like it just the pricing stayed the same. So I think it was like a hidden gem forever as far as the pricing goes. But it's definitely caught up, in my opinion, to everything else.
I had a mission companion from Ogden. He was harder and he'd seen more life than than others.
Yeah, there's some spots in Ogden, like everywhere else, that are a little sketchy, but for the most part, I really enjoy Ogden. I love old buildings, and I think they got a lot of that there, and a lot of new stuff too. A lot of new commercial stuff they put there. It's growing like everywhere else, but and even like the houses there have a lot of character. It's a fun place to visit. I just never. I feel like every Christmas I have big ambitions to be going and doing a lot of Christmas stuff, and then every day just goes by without doing it, and I never make it happen. Just like everything else here in Utah, like we've talked about 1,000 times, like all these places I wanted to visit in Utah, but it's never going to happen.
If you want to make it out and actually check out the village, we're going this Saturday, and you're welcome to come along.
Can I sit in the middle seat between your two kids?
Well, no, I mean you can like come up with us, and
Oh.
you have to drive yourself. But we're going, and you
wait,
can
I have to drive
be there too.
myself.
You have to drive yourself, which I know that I've already lost you at this point. My family, we've been going to it for years. I think we've missed it here and there in between, but I think we've mentioned it every episode as we've done Christmas. It's a great way to get you in the Christmas spirit. And I'm telling you, that Christmas village gets you in the Christmas spirit too. But they've got, you didn't see it from the video, obviously, but they have these little box house things that they pull out, and different groups, kind of similar to what the pumpkin walk is. Different groups, organizations will take a box or a house and they'll decorate it. And I'd assume it's the same ones over and over again. And I see the same decorations and things every year, maybe a new one here or there, but they kind of keep with the same theme, and there's always the same ones you can look out for because they've already bought the stuff over the years or whatever they've done. But you just look in these windows and you've got a scene of, elves getting ready for Christmas, or Santa Claus decorating a house for Christmas, putting up the presents. You'll have a reindeer, hospital, all sorts of different scenes that you can see as you go and look at these different little houses that they pull out. So it's pretty cool. It's at, I think she might have mentioned in the video, but it's at the Ogden Municipal Gardens, and it starts the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And I think that day they have a big, if you really want to see all the theatrics, they have fireworks and they have a big party to turn on the lights. And then it runs through, which we have done. We've gone after Christmas. It runs through January 1st. And I mean, just like we mentioned with the Candlelight Christmas, it's better when there's snow on the ground for this one. Any Christmas thing, I think it's better with snow on the
Right.
ground.
It's been kind of fun. I think I've mentioned this before this December because I feel like the last 5 years it's been like pretty warm Decembers, right? So today it's freezing cold. I mean, it's sunny, but it's freezing cold. We got snow on the ground. Like you said, I feel like it feels more like Christmas this year than it has in years past for that reason. Um, but yeah, you're right. It's nice when you go to Christmas activities outside and there's snow on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That even the which we haven't done an episode on, the ice castles,
Yeah, that's
they're going to
true.
open like earlier than they ever have because it's colder than ever and than it has been normally.
You've been to this place where they have the Christmas Village because it's where we went to the concert,
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
they usually have I haven't seen in years past, but sometimes they'll have people performing Christmas songs and things up on the stage.
Oh, cool.
But they also have a Santa Claus set up. You can go visit Santa. They've got lots of places where you can buy hot chocolate. And I guess Mrs. Claus during the day gives guided tours to preschool age children. So that's pretty cool too.
That's nice of her.
I know their busy schedule. But when they, as I was mentioning with the opening, so the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, they do a Santa run. They do a holiday electric light parade, and then a ceremony with fireworks and the lights turning on. So that would be a cool thing to go to, the opening of it. I didn't know they did all that just for the opening. So it's pretty cool. And you can even go late. Lights are turned on from 5 and it goes till midnight. So I don't think you'd want to be in Ogden out in the open much later than maybe
And just so people
eight or
know,
9.
the front runner doesn't go all the way.
Make sure if you're taking a front runner, you really nail down the schedule.
Take a look at, well, yeah, take a peek at the schedule and make sure that you park in the right location.
And if you get stuck, there's literally no food in that area that's open.
Oh, yeah. Forgot we were searching around for food for like an hour before we got on the front runner.
Yeah, because we had extra time.
That's true.
So yeah.
So you said you go with your family. So is this something you did as a kid growing up or just with your family now?
As a kid, we did it and we would go with my cousins, my mom's side of the family. And my cousin actually lives up in Ogden, and he's the one that I guess set it up for this year and said, "Hey, we're going on the 17th, so come and join us if you want." So we're going to be meeting up with them, and they're the ones we've always kind of done it with. We hold that tradition, but there's been years just me and my wife went. We went with just my parents. We went and saw the Nutcracker one year up there in the Egyptian Theater, I think is what it is.
Okay.
And then we went and checked out the village. So yeah, it's a fun different thing.
Well, it sounds like a good time.
And I guess this is from this year. They have a mini Polar Express train ride through in the glow in the dark Christmas tunnel. So I don't know what that is. Sounds pretty cool because trains are a big thing up in Ogden.
Mm-hmm. I have an old train set I found at a property 15 years ago that I need to take to a place to see if there's any value.
Does it blow smoke?
I have no idea. It's just been in the old boxes forever.
Hmm.
But either that or I need to take it over to the train shop in Gardner Village and see what they think of it. You know what else I have too that has nothing to do with Christmas or trains?
What's that?
I also found a big box of vinyl records, and there's a lot of like good vinyl records in there. So we need to go to what is it called? The CD warehouse, the
Graywell?
Graywell. I'm like, oh, Whitewell.
Greyhound?
We should do like an episode with them and then have them like go through the vinyls and see if there's any value in them. Who knows? Maybe I've been sitting like on $1 million record for a while now and could have been retired.
There's a Beatles one that I know is really rare and worth a lot of money. I don't know which one it is. This is completely off topic, but I just found out. So I am super excited. I'm a big college football fan, and one of my favorite franchises in video games is the NCAA football.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been absent for quite a few years because of the lawsuits and the lack of NIL. Since it's back and since players can now earn money off their name, image and likeness, they're bringing it back. And they were supposed to have it next year, but it's not going to be till the summer of 2024 when it comes out. Anyway, that's a lot of lead up to tell you that I just found out the most recent game they came out with was NCAA 2014. And apparently during the pandemic, it had this resurgence. And the game is so rare had to stop making copies of it. So there's not a lot of copies. I mean, there's still a good amount, but it's harder to come by. So if you try and get one of those, they're a lot of money. I was looking just online and people sell them for like $600.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was just gonna say that. Not even just 2014, but a lot of them are. I like one of my possible side hustle dream jobs right now, and I've done it before, and I feel like you've done it too. Is just picking, treasure hunting, picking, and I follow a few guys. One does video games, and anytime he finds an NCAA football game, he most of the time he grabs it because they're worth some money.
I don't want it to make money. I just want to play it. It looks amazing.
2014 or the new one?
2014. And the new one's going to be amazing, but until then, I mean, we've got to wait. I even told my wife, "Hey, this is probably only going to be out on Xbox, so I'm going to have to buy an Xbox just to play this game." And I thought it was going to be this upcoming year, but I guess I've got a little ways to wait. But yeah, those games are special. I'm happy to see it coming back eventually. So, Christmas 2024, you guys know what to get me.
2014 TNC.
No, that's for this year if you can find it. I'm gonna keep
Uh,
trying to find it, and if I find it, then I'll whip out the old Xbox 360.
yeah, that was actually one game I enjoyed playing was NCAA football.
You can do like mascot games, which are always fun. Just a bunch of Cosmos on the field.
Well, Merry Christmas, Brandon.
Merry Christmas, Nate.
Thanks for my mugs.
Enjoy some eggnog.
This is a gift I'll keep on giving the whole year.
That's what I hoped it would do.
I don't even know if I want to use them.
Merry Christmas to all of you, all our loyal listeners. We appreciate it. And if there's a little left over, I want you to get something nice for yourself from me.
I'm gonna fly you all out to listen to our next episode.
Great movie. Sorry, no more Christmas vacation quotes. We can still find a way to do it. But stay
We
tuned
probably
for
will.
some other vacation content soon to come. Thanks for listening to This Is Place podcast.
See you next week.